All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory be unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Makar Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace, salutations, and blessings be unto the hopeful elect, pushing this truth in sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe, in the sincere hopes of being delivered in these last days. All right, this is the brother Yakanan from the GMS England branch, and inspiration for today's lesson is drawn from this Fox News report that you see here on the screen, and it's entitled "Potential Risk from Central Bank Digital Currency." All right, and I would say, the last 3 years or so, you've had a extremely, heavy coverage media-wise concerning, AI technology, concerning a cashless society, and also concerning the fourth industrial revolution, also known as the Great Reset. All right, these points of conversation and discussion have been rampant, in the media. And of course, this is to cement and massage, these concepts into the minds of the public. So when these particular processes are made mandatory on the earth, it will be a much easier, transition period for the people to become accustomed to that new way of life. All right. So that's why this promotion, has been so heavy with all of these, points of conversation, because all of these things, the cashless society, CBDCs, the fourth industrial revolution, AI, all of these things are going to be amalgamated, into this system. Okay. And it's going to be cemented. All right. And crowned, if you will, with the implantable CHIP, all right, which is the Revelation 13 and 16, all right? That's going to bring everything together. And that's the technology that's going to be required, to be within you in order for you to, take part in Esau Edom's system and for you to exist, on his grid, all right? And we always talk about this. Okay, and we're in that time, in our lifetime, this is absolutely going to come to pass. All right. And it could come to pass this year, Lord willing. It could come to pass, early or late next year. But all we know is that we are absolutely, living in the time of the manifestation of the MOTB. All right. The Revelation 13 and 16. But one thing we do know for certain, one thing we know for sure is that the elect, all right, of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, are not going to be subject, all right, to take within themselves, that technology, all right, because as it's written, and you know what, let me get it right quick. The elect, men, women, and children are going to have victory, all right, over, these things that Esau is going to present, all right. And let me get that right quick in the book of Revelation. All right, this is Revelation chapter 15 and verse 2. All right, before we get into that video. And it says, "And I saw, as it were, a sea of glass mingled with fire. And them that had gotten victory," all right, that being the key, word right here, all right, victory over the beast, over his image, and over his mark, all right? And the mark is the implantable C-hip, okay? Which is going to be required if you want to take part in Esau's society, if you want to exist on his grid, okay? So again, it says the victory over the beast and over his image and over his mark and over the number of his name stand on the sea of glass, having the harps of Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai. All right, so the main point is the elect are going to have victory over the MOTB. All right, the Lord is going to sustain his elect. All right, and he's going to exempt them. All right, from being takers, of that technology within themselves. Okay, and we don't know how we're going to be sustained, but what we do know is that we're going to trust in Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai. And what else we know is that we're going to be desiring and hoping and praying for miraculous activity to happen upon the earth in those days in order to protect us during that heavy time. That's what we do know, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai. All right. So let me get into this video right here, this report from Fox News, because a lot of interesting, statements were made. So without delay, let me play this clip.
Understand why this push towards CBDC that we see from the Democrat Party, that we see from the World Economic Forum, and that Donald Trump is warning about is so dangerous.
Yeah, good morning, Rachel. This is exceedingly dangerous because central bank digital currencies are only about power and control for any government that is implementing them, like the Chinese government, because it is a critical cornerstone to moving any society to a social credit score.
Yes.
kind of.
And right, so she referenced, in China, they have, a social credit score system. All right. And if you want to know how that's going, you can just you can YouTube it. All right. There's documentaries on it, showing you how harsh and how draconian it actually is. You have people, and we always go into this information, you have people that are unable, to get an adequate internet connection in their home. Or you have people that can't get a particular job in society. You have people that can't go on a train or board a flight because they have too much of a low social credit score scoring, okay? Because of, opinions that they might have, that goes against the powers that be, so on and so forth. So essentially, they get blackballed, all right? This is actually happening in China. And this is the same format, the same system that they want to bring, really to the four corners of the globe, okay? And it will be manifested. All right, it will be manifested. So as you see there, it says on the right, it says critics warn of privacy concerns and surveillance. All right, everything you do is going to be monitored. Okay, everything you say is going to be monitored. Okay, and then based upon the things that do, utter it out of your mouth, you will either be, if you will, blessed for it, from the wicked, or you'll be demonized and persecuted, for the things that come out of your mouth by the wicked, depending on what you say.
System, right? So exactly what you're describing with your daughter is what the left and transnational organizations like the World Economic Forum want here. A central bank digital currency is essentially replacing hard assets like cash and cash-based assets with a digital currency that would be central.
And by the way, this system that Esau, is formulating, upon the earth. This system is a system that he imagines, without, the truth of Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai in existence. Okay? Because, one of the reasons, he wants such a system is so he can get rid of all essence of truth upon the earth, especially, all right, and first and foremost, the truth of the Holy Bible, all right, the truth of Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai. And that's why the scriptures say that he will, let me get it right quick. Let's get that up right. Conversation. All right, let's get that right quick. All right, this is Psalms chapter 37 and verse 14. And it reads, "The wicked have drawn out the sword and have bent their bow to cast down the poor and needy and to slay such as be of upright conversation." Okay, so who are those upon the earth that are of upright conversation? The prophets of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. We have the ultimate upright conversation coming in the spirit and power, of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, and having this truth. okay, having the understanding, of the Holy Scriptures, having the gift of prophecy, okay? That is the ultimate level of upright conversation that you can speak upon the earth, okay? So the things that we're uttering, we will be heavily, demonized, for the things that we're saying. We're already being heavily demonized, for what we're pushing, okay? But in this system to come, okay, that's when, the famine of the word is going to be activated upon the earth, okay? We're not going to be able to go out on the highways and the byways and preach this word. We're not going to be able, all right, to make videos online, breaking down scriptures and, warning the people of the coming judgment. There's going to be a cutoff point, okay? And this system is going to make sure of that. But it's ultimately, all right, the divine plan, all right, of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, now let me get right quick the book of Isaiah 59 and I believe it's verse 15. Let's get that right quick and we'll jump back into the video. This is Isaiah 59 and verse 15, and it reads, "Yea, truth faileth, and he that departeth from evil maketh himself a prey. And the Lord saw it, and it displeased him that there was no judgment." All right. And in the NLT, it says, "Yes, truth is gone, and anyone who renounces evil is attacked." All right. So that's the situation that the prophets of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, are in and are going to be in, especially, as we draw to a close to Esau Edom's system. Okay. He wants all truth, all right, to be gone. All right. So anything you say, you'll be immediately, penalized and punished. All right. If it doesn't go with the narrative that Esau Edom is pushing in his society. All right. So ultimately, the elect have no place in Esau's world to come. All right. No place whatsoever. All right. We don't have a place in the current world, and we don't have a place in Esau's world to come that he's formulating upon the earth. All right. And that's why Yahweh Shai said, we are not of the world. Okay. Now let's go back to the video.
In, say, the Federal Reserve. So ultimately, they want to get rid of all banks of all sizes, from JP Morgan Chase to your local community bank, and replace it with the Federal Reserve. Why? Because all of your assets will no longer be a tangible asset in your wallet, like a $10 bill. Instead, your assets will be a line of software, and therefore open to be taxed, drained, garnished, or entirely wiped out by the government or any controlling authority.
Right. So everything is going to be digital, all right? And that's going to give the powers that be the ultimate control over your life. She just said it, okay? You can be taxed. They can take away everything from you in a twinkling of an eye, all right? Literally. All right, that's how draconian things are going to get. That's how much control the elites are going to have, man. All right, now let me get right quick. Let's get Ezekiel 28, all right? Because this devil is trying to obtain godhood, upon the earth. All right, so this is Ezekiel chapter 28 and verse 1, and it reads, "The word of the Lord came again unto me, saying, Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrus, Thus saith the Lord power, because thine heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am a God, okay? I sit in the seat of God in the midst of the seas, yet thou art a man, and not God, though thou set thine heart as the heart of God, all right? And that's exactly, what the elites are doing, all right? Beginning, with the elite bankers that rule the world in secrecy. They have set their heart, they have set their mind as gods upon the earth. They want everyone to bow down unto them, okay? They want to change your DNA, okay? They want to reconstruct, what Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai has already made perfect, okay? And that's what this is all about. It's all about control. But they have been deceived, okay? And that's what it says in, let's get that right quick, in the book of Obadiah. This is Obadiah, verse 3, all right? And it says, the pride of thine heart have deceived thee, Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? All right. So their own pride, have deceived them, all right, into thinking that they can actually pull this off and they can actually, be, mini most highs, if you will, upon the earth. That's what Esau is trying to do. All right. But that lot, is not for you. That lot is for the true Israelites, the elect of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Okay. We're going to be, mini most highs, as Elder Apostle Tahar says from time to time. All right. That lot, is not for Esau Edom. That's not for the wicked. Okay. You're going to get so far, but then Yahweh Shem Yahushai, is going to cast you down. All right. And it goes into that in the book of, let's get the book of Job, chapter 20. Let's get that right quick, because your wicked plans are not going to succeed. All right. As it also says in the book of Job, the Lord is going to disappoint the devices of the crafty. All right. Now this is Job chapter 20 and verse 23. When he is about to fill his belly, God shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. All right. So when Esau Edom, the elites of Esau Edom, when they're about to fill their belly, all right, Yahweh Shem Yahushai is going to disappoint their devices, all right? He's going to fumble, all right, and disappoint all of their plans, all right? He's going to bring it down tumbling, okay? As it tells us in the scriptures, I saw Satan falling as lightning, okay? So it's going to be a very quick downfall, all right? Because you remember the scriptures also say in Job that the Lord has set bounds, that they cannot pass. So it's going to get to a particular point, and then Yahweh is going to send his only begotten son, Yahushai, to crash the party, if you will. Okay. And that's going to be a beautiful day. All right. That is going to be a beautiful day when Yahushai makes his return and brings down, the empire, the kingdom of Esau Edom. All right. Because, hey, your wisdom, is no match for the wisdom of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right. Let's go back to that in Ezekiel. All right. Now it says, verse 3, behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that they can hide from thee. All right. So again, thou art wiser than Daniel. All right. But you're not wiser than Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right. The scriptures say in the Apocrypha that the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom. All right. And it also says in, let me get it right quick, in Proverbs 21 and, in verse 30, this is Proverbs 21 and verse 30, it says, there is no wisdom, nor understanding, nor counsel against the Lord. Okay. So there is no wisdom, nor understanding, nor counsel against the Lord, man. All right. And in the NLT, it says, no human wisdom or understanding or plan can stand against Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. All right. So it doesn't matter, what you try and dream up. It doesn't matter if you want to use AI technology, if you want to change people's DNA, if you want to CHIP, mass majority of the people upon earth. Those plans are still nothing. All right. In comparison to prophecy that Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai is about to fulfill in these last days, man. Because the very things that you're doing, the very things that you're trying to orchestrate and fulfill upon the earth, guess who's powering you on the left-hand side to do that? Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. Okay? So it's really feeble, all right, what you're doing, man. Because you're doing it according to the will of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, anyway. All right. So again, there is no wisdom, nor understanding, nor counsel against the Lord. All right. And that includes, the councils of Esau Edom. That includes, the World Economic Forum. Okay. That includes all of these organizations. All right. That have been set up, these crafty councils and these secret societies. They're all no match. All right. For the divine wisdom of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. Okay, because he's powering you on the left-hand side anyway. All right. So let's get back to that video.
So again, your privacy will be completely eliminated along with your financial freedom.
Yeah, I mean, it's so scary. And Monica, this isn't like some fantasy. This is already happening in China. And as you mentioned,
right, this ain't some fantasy. This is already happening. Okay? Because you still have a lot of people out there that think that this might be, a fantasy, or it might not come to pass. It is already happening. Okay? And it is already being, built, all right, in a city near you, so to speak. Okay? The plans are already underway. Okay? The infrastructure is already built for this technology to be activated upon the earth, man. They're just waiting for the right crisis, the right situation to implement it, and then it's going to be mandatory from there on. Okay? And that's why the scriptures speak about, the Lord coming as a thief in the night. All right? Because a lot of you are going to realize when it's too late.
WEF and other organizations are pushing us toward this. Give our viewers an example of how their freedom could be curtailed through this now not this cashless society. So if you do what, they can do what.
Yeah, exactly. So again, this is about power and control only. And if the government has control over your assets, they have control over you.
Right.
And it gets back to the social credit score system. So
right, if your government has control over your assets, they have control over you. Okay? So when everything is digital, all right, they can just flip a switch and you own nothing. All right, what is one of their slogans? You will own nothing and you will be happy. Why do you think they're pushing that? All right, because that's literally how it's going to be. You will own nothing. You say the wrong thing, you do the wrong thing, you transgress on a particular level, everything will be stripped away from you. All right, they can put you in a digital prison. All right, and this is all unrighteousness, man. All right, let's get Isaiah chapter 10 and verse 1. And it reads, "Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed." All right. And in the NLT it says, "What sorrow awaits the unjust judges and those who issue unfair laws." Okay. These are unfair laws, man. All right. These are unrighteous decrees that Esau Edom is getting ready to action upon the earth. All right. And you're going to see how unfair and how draconian these things really are when you start to feel, the wrath, of Esau Edom. Okay. Because as pursuant to Revelation 12 and 12, hey, this devil knows that he has but a short time to rule. All right. So he's going to start moving really fast in pushing this new world order system, man. All right.
let's say a government, the U.S. government, decides that you have overstepped your carbon emissions on any given month. Well, if we have a fully digitized financial system, then the government then has the right, or will have the right, to go into your savings account, your bank account, and either tax you or prevent you from buying gas for the rest of the month.
Right. So if you overuse your carbon emissions, all right, if your carbon footprint is too high, that gives them the ability, all right, to basically cut off, your spending. Okay. That gives them the ability, all right, to say you can't get any more gas for this month because you reached your limit. That's what she just said. Now, here's proof that that's going to become a reality. All right. This is on the mastercard.com website. Now it says, Do Black, the world's first credit card with a carbon limit. All right. Now this is from the 30th of April, 2019. All right. Just before, the C19 outbreak, 5-6 months before. Okay. So it says the economy is now launching the world's first credit card with a carbon footprint limit. Though Black, the launch of this premium card marks the first milestone in the support that the economy provides to the UN Climate Change Secretariat, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Let me see if I'm pronouncing that. All right, it ain't playing. it says to encourage global climate action, Do Black not only helps users track and measure CO2 emissions associated with their purchases, but also puts a limit to the climate impact of their spending. Users can now sign up to register interest for Do Black. All right, so this is a real thing. All right, and that's out of Sweden. All right, we all know that Sweden, is all into that cashless society way of life. All right, so this is actually happening, man. All right, let's play the rest of the video.
For your car or airline tickets to fly anywhere in the country or in the world, or lock you out of your account completely. Again, this is a totalitarian system, and I must say that the Biden administration, the Treasury Department, my old stomping grounds, they have had a pilot program, Rachel, studying this since January of 2021 when they came into office. Other Western governments are doing the same thing, but the good news is that more and more people across the West are waking up to this, and there is some pushback. So about 2 weeks ago, the Irish government passed a rule requiring business.
You know what? Hey, the pushback is gonna amount to nothing. All right, the pushback is not gonna suffice. Reason being is because this is prophecy. All right, no amount of pushback is gonna change biblical prophecy from being fulfilled, upon the earth. Isaiah 55 and verse 11, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth, and it shall not return unto me void. All right, so if the Lord wants something to come to pass and happen upon the earth, there is no changing that. All right, there is no changing the will of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. All right, so, Trump said, he's going to stop, CBDCs from happening. Look, if he gets back in office, which I believe he will, all right, you know what? He's going to change his mind, all right? As soon as he gets in, the first 5 minutes, he going to change his mind, all right? And he going to be with the agenda, all right? Because there's no way around it, all right? That's a substantial part of the beast system, all right? So he's not going to do away with that.
Is to take cash. So again, there is some hope out there as more and more people across the West get educated about the dangers of this.
Yeah, we need to become educated. And if we look around the world, they want to control you. Just look at what's happening. Food, energy, currency. If they've got you on those, they've basically got you in a digital prison. They've got control over your life.
That's it. Digital prison. All right. Digital prison. That's what's coming, man. All right, and that's why it says, Revelation 13 and 16, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark, all right, in their right hand or in their foreheads, man. Okay, he causeth, okay, because you ain't gonna be able to sustain yourself, you ain't gonna be able to eat. Okay, you ain't going to be able to function on the grid, all right, without that mark, all right? And that's why, again, I'll say, we are hoping and praying for miraculous events to take place during the time when this technology is manifested and made mandatory, upon the earth, man. All right, the elect are expecting miracles, man. Kal haloyim la Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai B'Hashem Wakar Kodash.
And you will become dependent on them and their new Chinese-style social credit score system. Monica, you have been sounding the alarm on this for a long time. Thank you for the information. We really want our viewers to understand what our overlords want or what they have in store for us, and we need to push back. So thank you, Monica, for joining us.
Always a pleasure, Rachel.
These news, personalities on Fox News, CNN, covering this topic. This is all controlled, opposition, all right, to give you an illusion, all right, that there's actually a side, that's not against it. All of these people, are going to get marked up. All of them are going to receive, that mark within themselves, all right? And that's just what it is, all right? So that's controlled opposition, all right? And look, man, we're living, in a very, beautiful time right now. And these prophecies are about to come to pass. And, hey, man, we just got to keep coming out, with this information until it's manifested upon the earth. And all the naysayers and all those that have doubted, all right, the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushai and the holy interpretation, all right, the only interpretation of the scriptures coming out of a great millstone, all right, and anyone that teaches the same thing, you're going to be confounded, all right. And as it tells us in Ezekiel 33 and 33, then shall they know, that a prophet has been among them, all right. So I'm going to cut it off right here. Lord willing, this lesson has been edifying. And until the next time, I'll say shalom.